Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to Teacher Talks, episode 190. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep. Joined by co-host Anonymous Phil. You gonna say something?
No.
No? Roll the intro here. Oh boy.
Is that a wiener? I had that clip on here. Nope.
You missed it. It is in there. You just have to find. It's labeled is that, so it's going to be IS. So probably if you go back. Might have been on that page you were on then. I thought it was on. Oh, maybe it's on one of the last pages.
You look like Iron Man now.
Oh, there's that one.
Was it a wiener?
Oh, was that a wiener? Oh, that's W. That's why I can never.
You need to label it differently. Just call it like wiener.
Oh yeah.
And just call
Somebody...
this one Iron Man. You look like Iron Man now.
You're wrong. You're fired.
I need him!
You've never gone through all these before, have you?
Kill him.
Kill him.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That's a long one. Well.
No.
Alright, that's enough.
Well, how are you?
I'm doing alright.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
I'm getting through the day.
It's getting through the day. Oh yeah.
Getting it done and over with.
I mean, I hate Sundays. I haven't done shit today. You know what I've done? I've taken a shower and gone to Walmart.
Well, I started out my Sunday with about 5 minutes of stargazing.
Okay, well, minus. We both did that.
I did at the start of my Sunday. I did about 5 minutes of stargazing, then went home, slept, woke up, took a shower, watched some YouTube, and now I'm here.
I spent so much time on my damn phone. I guess I did read a chapter of Harry Potter, but I spent so much goddamn time on my phone this morning. I was just like, oh, there goes 3 hours.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Of accomplishing jack all.
Oh, how much jack all did you accomplish? Probably more than I did. Probably more than I did.
Well, see, at least you weren't wasting the waking hours as much as I did.
Oh.
You wasted less waking hours.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Oh, yeah, because I woke up later, I'm assuming?
Yeah. And then didn't watch reels for...
I probably rolled out of bed around 9:30.
Oh, that's... I rolled out of bed a little earlier than that. I probably went to bed a lot later than you. I think like 2:30.
It wasn't that late. It was past 1.
Yeah. Mine was like 2:30.
Past 1. It was maybe 1:30.
Just watching the Looney Tunes show.
You have to remember, it was like 45 minutes just to drive home.
Oh, yeah. You don't remember? You don't... Oh, I know. I always remember. Every time I see what time it is, when everyone's like, I think we should go home. And I go, 40 minutes.
There we go.
40 goddamn minutes.
Hey, we could go to Alexandria and then it'd be like an hour and 10.
Except that drive is worse. Because you have to turn so much more and...
You're also just like... Oh, I was going to say you're on the interstate for a decent portion of it.
That's true. But this is just... You just hop on... You just 41 to 77 to I-80 and then you're home.
Yeah.
And the other one is just make a left here, make another left, and a lot of straights.
Yeah.
At some point, I think the roads even like start to turn. You gotta turn on the turns because
Oh, yeah.
it starts going the wrong direction. I don't
To
know.
go to Alexandria?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Bunch of bull crap. I prefer...
There is another reservoir I found
Oh, wonderful.
that I think we should check out.
More mosquitoes.
Well, I'm just thinking of just decent places.
Oh, no.
Because, you know, I think all in all, Alexandria is still better.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just, there's no decent spot to put your your Sea Star.
Yeah. That is a slight problem. We also, every time we go to those places, we seem to have a hard time getting there in the daylight.
Yeah, we've always said, let's go there in the daylight. We never plan enough time. I think we need to leave at like 5.
Oh. Well, okay.
If we
Depends on
left-
the time of year.
If we left... Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, let's leave at 5 in January.
middle of-
Well, it's already dark.
Middle of January.
Oh, let's leave at 5. It's January. Well, we'll get there at 6.
Yeah, no, we'd have to leave at like 3.
Yeah.
Basically, leave lunch and go. Mullen is about the only place that we never go to when it's dark.
That's because I'm always persuading you so we get there.
Well, no, it's because we always get to the motel in daylight. We either get there really early in the afternoon, like 2, or we get there late in the evening, like 7, but the sun still doesn't set for another 2 hours.
Because we only go there in the summer, so.
That is true. Summer and late fall.
Yeah, and the one time you went in the spring.
Yeah, it was not my best experience.
I was going to say, not my best decision.
Well, that too.
That too.
That too.
Oh, you know what?
That too.
I can erase this now that I'm done. Retirement.
Yeah. Retired.
Well, retired.
Retired. Usually people say when they retire, they no longer do any... They no longer have active income for the rest of their life.
Well,
Are you gonna have active income for the rest of your life?
well, I mean, I could become homeless, I guess.
You could become homeless until you're for like 40 years, and then you'll take one look at your investments and be like, man, if I was able to live homeless for 40 years, I could live like a freaking millionaire with the amount of money I have in my investments.
Normal. Live like a normal person.
I could live like a normal person. Yes, that's the thing, you know.
Minus, except for the fact that you're probably not going to have much time left with your life anyways, battling the elements for the last 40 years.
It's true. You can finally live normally.
For what short amount of time you have left with your life?
Because the whole goal is to be able to live a life better, or at least a life more enjoyable. Because now that you have no more work, you can do all the things you always wanted to do.
Well, except
things that don't require a whole lot of physical activity.
I was going to say, because you're old. And old.
You'll resort to golf and swimming at your local YMCA.
Your dad already does one of those.
Yeah.
But he's not retired.
He's not retired. He doesn't golf.
No, swim.
He doesn't swim.
Oh, I thought he does swim at the YMCA.
No, that's my mom.
Oh.
My mom swims at the YMCA.
Oh, she's retired.
Well, the amount of work she puts in a week is like retirement.
Well, good thing she never watches this.
We joke about that.
Who's we?
Everyone in the family.
Oh. It's like, who's we? Oh, man. Yep. Yeah, so... Where the fuck are we going with this conversation?
Wow.
Okay, we were still talking about stargazing in everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah, so I found a new reservoir that I think... I'm not sure if... I didn't look too deep into it to see how good it is compared to Alexandria, but I was just like, oh, there's another reservoir. I think it's in the area. So it is about another hour, 10-ish minute drive. But it is, shall we say, a legal spot where you could post your photos.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah, but well, so what you're really supposed to do to get those astrophotography photos?
You just get permission from the landlord.
Well, no, well, yes, but also like if you want to like make it look really good, you gotta you gotta track the galactic center.
Yeah.
Stack those photos, and then you take actually you do this before you do the tracks. Just after sunset, so there's still a bit of sky glow. You take a photo of where you're gonna be, of where you're
so you can have the ground.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise, why do you need the ground?
That's just what they do. Astro Backyard had a whole video on it.
Yeah, but I don't think you need the ground.
I mean, that's what literally everybody does. So.
Well, we're gonna be different.
Well, then we might not win then I might not win the competition. So.
It'll be most unique.
Most unique, yeah.
I didn't put the ground in my photo.
Yeah. Well, either way, I need a tracker and.
I don't know. I feel like if you recorded, well, maybe not. I was gonna say if you had a tracker, and you recorded the sky for like 3 hours, I would think that there'd be enough light that reflecting off the ground that you could actually see something.
Yeah, but the ground is moving.
That's true.
Because the camera's moving.
Yeah.
If you just watch the Astro Backyard, he explains how to do it all.
Yeah.
So. Yep. The schedule is gone. There will probably, well, either way. Oh, well, yeah, we'll just talk about the retirement. Or quitting, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Giving up.
Giving up.
That's what the haters would like to say. There were quite a few haters that were like, good.
Good.
And I'm like, oh.
It's about damn time.
To which I replied, when you guys comment like that, it makes me just want to keep going.
Good. Keep going.
Anyways, the shorts will be ending at day 500. Everything else has already ended.
What day are you at?
Well, I forget. I didn't forget to post yesterday's. I just
happened.
Yeah, it didn't happen. So I still got to post yesterday's and today's. I think 495.
Oh, so by the
494.
The end of the week, you're done.
Yeah, end of the week, I'm done. I'll never have to think about it again. And then it's just these, just the podcasts.
I was gonna say you should go to day 730. The official 2 years.
Oh my god. No, actually it's more than that because I started this thing on a leap year.
So 731?
Yeah. But that is a long ways away. It's like 200, that's over 200 days away. And I don't have 200 more goddamn ideas.
No, you start posting about, so you did all the elements. You do one on every country. There's 200 ideas right there.
Oh my god.
There's technically 194 nations recognized by the UN. But, you could do all the other less recognized ones, like Kosovo and, what's the space between India and...
Well, there's actually, I think, like 2 freaking countries there. But Kashmir is one of them.
Yeah. And then you could do one on Hong Kong.
That's how you get banned on TikTok again. Talk about Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah? They don't like that?
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, here's Kashmir, yeah.
It's not supposed to exist, but yet the globe
Yeah, on
insists.
Google Maps, it's recognized as a dotted line because it's not technically a country, but they have like their own area that they don't want to be associated with India. So
I think it's Pakistan. More Pakistan than India.
Well, it's a tricky issue. It's a tricky situation.
Wonderful. Huh. I like how it decided that it was going to just balance that time.
Well,
Normally,
in the U.S., this is basically a dotted line. People are allowed to go out and please as they
oh
please.
my god. You and my coworkers.
People are allowed to go and come as they please.
It does seem that way sometimes, and you're just like, what?
Well, at least when you put Kamala in charge, that's the way it seems.
All right, we're gonna take a right turn away from that. But anyways, yeah. So the videos are done. I need to do a farewell video.
Farewell.
Yeah, explaining what the hell thing's gonna look like.
Oh, your apology video.
Apologies. There's no apologies. I'm done. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
Go away. All change. Go away.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because we're gonna still be doing this goddamn podcast till like the end of the damn year.
Yeah, that's a
Because 10 weeks from now is like almost December.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the way the calendars work.
Thank you. I didn't know.
Didn't know it either. I thought maybe you were clueless.
I'm not clueless. I will say the
You're just in denial.
It's a river in Egypt.
Ah. Nile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You never heard that joke before?
No.
Really?
Oh, that's the first time.
Huh.
That's a good one.
You learned something.
I learned something. I learned there's a river in Egypt called Nile. Nile. Who knew?
Not you.
What else can you tell me about Nile?
Well, da can mean a variety of things.
I was talking about Nile.
Oh, like Nile or
the river.
Oh, it's blue and white.
And red all over.
What? No. There's the blue Nile and the white Nile.
Could be red. You have an animal ceremony.
Animal ceremony. What about a human ceremony?
I suppose, you know.
Does
religious conflicts.
Religious conflicts. It isn't that part of the world, after all. Right?
Yeah.
Or do you need me to show you on the globe where the hell the Nile is?
Point it out. Well, you know, here we got Egypt. Here we got Nile. And as you can see, it's kind of close to some tense areas. Things are a bit tense.
You know, I saw a video on Instagram. It was like how to bring world peace.
Yeah.
And it just like cut out the Middle East, and then France also disappeared randomly.
Just make him gone.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds like my joke on how we could end world hunger.
Oh.
Do you remember that one?
Is it just genocide?
No, you just don't feed them. Stop supporting the problem.
Well, that would make more world hunger.
If you don't feed the hungry, then they die, and then there's no hunger.
Ah, yes.
Isn't that how that works?
Your mission is, so your idea is to make them more hungry so that they just die.
Yes. And then all the hungry people are gone, so then there's no more world hunger. Doesn't that solve the issue?
Well, what are you going to do with all the dead bodies? There's like...
I didn't say I thought this through all the way.
There's like 5 billion people on this planet, I think, that qualify as hungry.
Well, that might be a little unethical then.
We were in an argument. I was in an argument.
Unethical.
I was in an argument at work with one of the part timers. When I said, I was like, I think most of the world lives on more than half the world.
$2 a day or something.
Yeah. And he's like, that's not right. I'm like, he's like, there's got to be only a few billion. I'm like, you're an idiot. It's at least 5 billion people on this planet.
5? That number sounds a little excessive.
Well,
5?
we can look at pretty much all of South America and Africa. There's... Well, so I cut out Europe,
billion?
the United States, China, and India. That's 3 billion people right there.
All of Australia lives on $2.
Well, yeah, but there's not that many people in Australia.
Australia doesn't even exist. Let's just keep scrolling.
It doesn't even exist.
All of South America?
Wow, is it all? I'm sure there's a rich dictator.
Buenos Aires.
And yeah, who doesn't live off $1 a day?
Yes. He doesn't qualify. Okay.
And in
so -1.
And in Venezuela, they just keep printing more money. So
So they don't actually. They aren't actually broke.
I don't live on $1 a day. I live on $1
I
trillion
live on
a
$5
day.
billion a day. Yes. They all live, yes.
They're all rich.
They live on $5 billion a day.
What's that conversion amount to USD? Well, we don't talk about
We
that.
don't talk about that. They live on $5 billion a day.
Well, it was $5 billion Monday. By Tuesday, it's
It
1
was-
trillion.
Everyone's trillionaires.
Well, this week. Next week,
Next
we're
week.
quadrillionaires. And the week after
We
that.
make money faster than we can spend it.
Yeah. And by next week, they'll just nuke the entire economy like they did in Zimbabwe.
And just adopt the dollar and make the dollar inflate.
Yeah. I really want one of those big Zimbabwe dollars.
I had a coworker who had one.
Was it like it was 100 trillion, right?
I don't know. I think it was $1 billion.
Oh.
$1 billion denomination. 2 billion Zimbabwe dollar note, and I don't remember how much it was actually worth when he got it, but he keeps it in his locker.
That's not the really That's not the most expensive one though.
No.
That's why I said I think it's like the 100
That's
trillion
just the one that he got.
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually went to Zimbabwe or if he got it from a
I
friend.
wouldn't want to go to Zimbabwe.
I don't know how he acquired it. All I'm saying is he had some $2 billion Zimbabwe note.
They ever tell you about what? So the currency in Zimbabwe, the dollar bills, get used so much because they can't get if they get removed from circulation, they can't get more dollar bills very easily to put into circulation because they use like euros and USD and I think there's another currency, but they use at least those two currencies and those bills get circulated so much that they're black. Some of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from how much they get handled.
Huh.
Because they can't get more very easily anyways.
Yeah.
So,
Never seen a black dollar bill.
got a gold one over there.
That's a coin.
No. The gold, see that dollar bill? Sitting on the table? Grab it.
What happened to it? What? It looks like it was in the hands of a specific gender, shall we say?
Well, so
Shall we say between the ages of 10 and 18 when they're in their glitter phase.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one way of looking at it. All my coworkers
when
said
they're-
that was in the bosom of a stripper.
That could be too. A grown child.
A grown child. Don't say that. Don't say that about a stripper.
Sorry.
That makes people uncomfortable.
Should we remove that joke?
Well, no, it's in now. Future me's gonna be like, oh, fuck that. That's a lot of work.
I'm just saying it was in the hands of someone who was in their glittery.
Oh
glitter
no,
phase.
it wasn't in her. It wasn't in her hands. I said her bosom for a reason.
Okay. That's perhaps worse than what I said.
No. Somebody removed that dollar bill from a stripper's tits, and thus now it is on my table.
Or it was a second grader who was, playing with her art project and, had a dollar bill from the Tooth Fairy laying on her desk and, oops.
Let's hope so. Well, depends on who you are. There's some.
I'm just saying there's another probable.
You would rather a child did that than.
I would rather know it was in the hands of a child. How do I put this?
I've been tiptoeing you close to the edge
How do I
for this
put
the whole conversation,
How
and
do I
it's
put
great.
this?
And now
How
you're
do I
looking.
put this?
Now you're looking at the edge, going, "The fuck is going on?"
How do I put this? I would rather know it was not. It was used in hands and not, shall we say,
Well, I
Body
mean,
parts that could grab.
body parts that could grab.
Is that how I word that?
Toes?
That is, I guess, less vulgar.
There are... How do you put this? Oh, let's count. How many body parts could you technically use? So,
Hair.
No.
You
So
wad
you
it
can
up,
use
you-
your mouth. You can use your bosom. You can use your ass cheeks. You can use your front cheeks.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't have that part. I guess you could just just lay your dick over it.
You need something else to, trap it between.
Now, granted, okay. So does do the armpits count as one thing, or is it like two, or is it one armpit is one count? This pit is one count.
Do you count the elbow? Yeah.
Do those count as?
That's true. Well, I guess fine. Let's answer this. If she's plus size, is she gonna count each flab? Or do you just count the stomach?
Somehow that one might be worse than the other ones. I don't know how. I'm still calculating the damage done by that joke. But somehow that just feels worse.
I'm trying to give you a reason to just remove this. Just cut this whole segment out.
Oh God, no! We've only censored one segment once.
I feel like this one should be on the list.
That's when the podcast went for like 2.5 hours,
Well,
and it was just me bitching about my life. So I cut the last hour and a half.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this is bad enough. It should probably be cut.
Oh, we're talking about a simple dollar bill.
Yes, but somehow it got out of hands.
No.
But
Was that intentional?
slightly. I thought of it in my head, and then I was like, yes, I have to say this.
Oh my God. This might actually be one of the better podcasts we've ever had. Oh my God.
But you might get censored. This might be the last one.
Oh, no. We have 10 more to do. What are you talking about? We have to get to 200. And then we can just quit.
And then we're done.
Imagine in the next 10 weeks.
And the jokes only get worse.
I don't know how they can get
Well,
worse.
they definitely can. It's whether or not you want to allow them to get worse. How edgy can you get?
Just start edging.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
We're only at 28 minutes. We can't make this a record breaker. This has just got to be average. No response. What's wrong with average?
If 28 minutes is average, I am unhelpable.
That's not what I was talking about. I'm crying though. Oh my God. You know what's funny about this? Like half the regular audience on the main channel is just are those fucking like 15-year-olds, and they're not exactly Einsteins. So there's a good chance if they watch this and go, "What is Doc laughing about so much for?"
Oh.
Just no representation of just like. It's gonna be like the fat cat. Oh my God. That one and the those are my 3 favorite cat memes. There's that one. There's the cat that's just it only works sometimes though. I'd have to find an example. I have it saved somewhere. And then the one that where the cat just stares at the other cat like as if he's just done with it all. Mm-hmm. you know, the depressed one. There's a drawing it's of him wearing a hat and has a cigarette. It's pretty badass. But see, now we're up to 30 minutes.
Nice.
That's the average.
That's the
28 was actually below average.
Okay. I already feel bad about myself. You don't need to add another category.
Another category. What are the other categories, may we ask?
No need to dive into. Most of them are pretty obvious.
Are they?
Well, I think it is.
What? Instruct the class for us.
Well, you know, I think if I stood up next to a tape measure, it'd be quite obvious.
Okay. You don't like tape measures. That's a weird fear, but all right.
Tape measure phobia.
All right, that's interesting. Okay. I don't blame you. I have been pinched many a times by a tape measure. And
I cut myself on one time.
yeah, it hurts. I had outstretched my dad's 12-footer, and I let go, and it sliced my finger. I went.
So I was. It was broke. The stopping mechanism. I don't know how it would not recoil. So I opened it up to take it apart, and then the whole thing just spundled out, and the edges, shall we say, are rather sharp.
Oh yeah.
And when it's like, holy cow!
How did you think that taking apart a tape measure was a good idea?
I thought I was careful.
You can't. It's literally a spring. You can't. No matter how hard you try.
I thought I was being careful.
Fair enough, but I will mention it's a spring. No matter how hard you try, you cannot be careful enough with a spring.
Yeah.
That's like those videos of those guys replacing shocks on cars.
Oh yeah, giant springs.
Yeah, and they have to compress them.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite video was a guy like, oh yeah, the spring.
I'm gonna sit on it.
Oh no! My favorite video is this guy. He's like, see, the spring depressors, they're too bulky, they don't fit. So I came up with a better solution: zip ties.
Zip ties.
Lots and lots of zip ties. And the comments were, that man's holding a grenade of kinetic energy.
Yes.
And so
that is exactly what that is.
So then he inserts it into the car, and of course, the only way to, relieve the tension is just slowly cut them bit by bit.
But what does he do? He pulls out his weed cutters.
Oh, he doesn't do that. No. He does do it one at a time. Because let's say the spring were, cantered a little bit in the socket and it missed. Dead. Or
I was gonna say.
Or vegetableized.
He brings out his maybe a machete or something. Just whoosh.
Yeah, so you can be vegetableized. Do we have to pull up the chart of IQs again?
Carrot people.
Except you're one step below carrot people.
Is that a carrot?
I think it's
Beetlejuice.
I think it's a carrot.
It's
2 plus 2. I think it's a
carrot.
carrot.
A BMW. It's a car, right? Yes.
Well, I mean that is correct.
He got that one right. Yeah, one right.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Things you could get away with on national television back in the day.
Yes.
Couldn't do that now.
No.
Imagine if we had a game show of unintelligent people.
Yeah.
Wouldn't go well.
No.
Is unintelligent? Is that a PC term?
The term is minimally exceptional.
Minimally exceptional. What the fuck? Can you imagine being described as minimally exceptional?
I'm sorry, but your child is minimally exceptional. Oh, thank God for that.
Oh, remember how you said she's like, if 28 is average, and you're so you
minimally exceptional.
You could describe last night as minimally exceptional. That we have to get that out into the ether.
You're neurodivergent, neurodegenerate.
Okay, that one I know isn't PC.
You're neurodegenerate.
Neurodivergent. You're just different. That's all we're saying. We're not saying it's good or bad.
You're mentally incapable of basic thought.
Okay, well, oh, that's vegetable eyes. That's not vegetable people. That's vegetable eyes.
Oh, no, you know what we need to bring up? I forget the...
This is how it goes, kids. I should have ended this podcast 5 minutes ago, but I decided, no, let's make one more joke. And now here we are, randomly Googling things. 5 minutes passed when I thought about ending it.
You need it. Can I play this?
Oh, let's. It's Billy Madison.
It's great.
I've seen Billy Madison, but I don't remember this scene.
It's great. Can I play this scene?
Let's after.
All right. This.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. No. Yes.
I can play it.
Well, if we're just gonna mute it, sure.
No, you have to listen to it.
Oh, well then we'll end the podcast
It's
here.
the audio. Oh, I don't want to end it now.
Well, it's ended.
Okay, fine.
Anyways, I'd like to go off watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Well,
If you're curious what we're watching, it's called A Simple Wrong would have done just fine. From Billy Madison. It's great.
That's like when you ask when they say when somebody's like, "Oh, why don't you just ask her out?" What's the worst you could say?
Yes. Oh!
I made that joke the other day.
That was
I literally
2.5 Men.
No, well, yeah. No, I made the joke the other day to our uncle. He told me to go apply for another a government job.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's the worst they could do?" I'm like, "Say yes."
No, it was.
Waste my damn time.
He's like, it was because he was talking to 2.5 Men. It was like, what's the worst you could say? No. Oh, that's young love. No, the worst that could happen is she says yes, you fall in love, and then
That's Alan. This is Alan saying this.
no, this is Charlie telling Alan's kid this.
Really?
Yes.
I figured this was Alan when he's depressed after.
Well, no, this is Charlie from what he observed from Alan.
Oh, that's right. That's why. That's what it sounds like Alan because he's talking about.
He's
Alan.
talking about. Sound like anyone familiar? No, it is like, you fall in love and then she realizes you're a total deadbeat, divorces you, takes your kids, takes all your money, and then leaves you with nothing under a bridge.
Well, I ended up in a beach house. Shut up, Alan.
I lived in the beach. Shut up, Alan.
It's not how that went, but I can imagine that's exactly how it would go. It's just.
I like the part out like they're having therapy, kind of like couples therapy, but I was like, help the two brothers,
Anger management.
anger management, and it was like
'Cause
name
remember,
three
Charlie-
things you'd change about the other, and Alan gave reasonable things, So what does Charlie tell him? 3 things that he could change him:
Move out of my house.
your name, your address, and your family.
Now, can't get rid of their wonderful mother. She's a wonderful human being.
She's a wonderful human being. That show's great.
Anyways, and okay, the joke was I told them to subscribe, but we're ending it in November, so good night.